This next excerpt, I'm just going to teach like a quick part of the technique, which is a way to generate power with our hips. And you see this in Krav Maga with our choke defense, whether it's two-handed plucking defense or whether it's with one hand. It is a way to distribute the hips so that we can generate power from a static position. If I am in my fighting stance, I can generate power with my hips. My hips are loaded up and I can put a lot of power into my knee. It's why our fighting stance is set up. All our punches, knees, elbows, kicks, everything comes from the hip. You kind of have to get out of your head that, it's your hands. Because people think punch and they do this. Or they think kick and they do this. It's not. Everything's generated. Just talk to any Pilates instructor, any yoga instructor, any dance instructor, any jiu-jitsu instructor, boxing. It's all core. It's all hips. Everything is generated from your core. Now, if I'm standing naturally and I want to knee somebody, because the tackler's at close range, this is just the power of my knee. It's not very powerful. I want to generate my hip, but it's neutral. I'm in my neutral stance, as we say in yellow belt, meaning no hand or leg is forward or here. So to generate power, I need to do like a switch. So all I'm doing is throwing a knee switch like that. It's not badass to reference this, but if anybody's ever studied ballet, there's 5, 6 foot positions. And the first position, is similar to what we're doing here. I'm going to try to do this in the manliest way possible. But first position, you will always see it's heel to heel. And then you always see ballet dancers bend here. This movement is kind of similar, but it's only one foot making that position. I'm bringing my heel to my other heel, keeping this leg straight, and then switching. If you notice, if there's a line here, my knee can come out here. But I can generate a lot more power. I can throw my entire hip forward just by switching. It happens at the same time. I am not replacing my foot. I am bringing my heel to my other heel dynamically and throwing the knee strike. And of course, when I throw the knee, my toes are pointed down, my heel is to my butt. So I'm here. I can even do it for distance and generate power. But it's just a way to generate power with your hip when you're in a neutral position and you have no space. So if the person is in front of me here and I want to generate more power, I'm just generating that hip. I'm throwing this hip in, right? And Alex, where I move this height somewhere. When we do our choke defense, two-handed choke, if I'm at a distance here, I pluck and I kick. But if I'm closer, and I want to generate power with this knee strike, I am throwing that knee in. I am not just bringing up my knee, but I am switching. And it allows me to drive that knee straight into his groin or his abdomen. So, if you're looking at my feet, it is not just a pendulum. It is similar to a pendulum. But the foot is coming in like first position. One foot is staying forward towards where I'm aiming, and I'm switching. This foot is landing as this knee is landing into the guy's anatomy, into his groin, into his abdomen. My hands are coming up. So if I'm in a natural standing position with my hands down, they don't come up and then switch. It happens all in one time. And I'm throwing my hip into my attacker. It doesn't matter which foot. You do the same thing with the kick as well. If I want to generate distance and speed, I can just project the hip. Hips, knees, same thing. My delivery system doesn't matter. Knee, throw the knee here, or I switch and I kick. It's just a very easy, old school Krav Maga way of generating power with my hip, projecting the hip with a switch of the leg and opening up. As I said, it's similar to a dance move, and Emi, the founder of Krav Maga, we always say Krav Maga is based on Emi's experience as a boxer, wrestler, judo, jiu-jitsu. Emi was a dancer. He was well known as a dancer. And my instructor would tell us that that's the part everybody likes to hide, everybody likes to accentuate the dancing aspect of Krav Maga. But they said his footwork was so elegant and it was smooth that one time Emi was carrying something through one room to the other with one of those swivel doors. He slid his foot out of his slippers, pushed the door open, and had his foot back in his slippers before the door closed. And it was just pure elegance and speed. And a lot of that comes from the kind of elegant footwork of a dancer and being able to generate all that power. But of course, it's Krav Maga, so we just take that and turn that into an aggressive bottom attack. So that's it. I want you guys to separate, and I just want you to practice in front of the mirror right now, switching, bringing one heel to the other, quickly and dynamically, bringing your hands up. Let's go.